Hey, what's up guys? Evan here again with my next deck review. Today I'll be reviewing the Verve deck, lan Rouge edition, that was distributed by House of Playing Cards. There's actually going to be 2 more colors to this deck, and I'm really looking forward to those. So let's get into the review. We'll talk about the box design first. The entire box has this nice leather look, as you can see there, and you'll see that throughout the deck. And right here you have, I guess, the logo for Verve playing cards, and there's a nice red strip going across the entire deck, which I like. And on the back you have a nice glimpse of the back design with a red foil border around it. It looks really great and it really pops. The sides are blank and the bottom has some copyright info. And the top, it says Verve, and you see that strip going across and onto the flap where you have the word Elan. And you'll also notice that the inside of the box is printed black, which I really like. First, we'll take a look at the extra cards that come with the deck. You get an ad card for Verve playing cards, and you also get a blank-faced card, which is nice if you are a magician and you're using this deck. Now we'll take a look at the jokers and the ace of spades. The 2 jokers are identical and they have a pretty nice design. I'm not a huge fan of them as jokers because they look exactly the same as the box. They used that logo again and the red strip going across. The ace of spades is really nice and simple. You have a big gray spade in the center, and that has that leather look to it. It's kind of hard to see in the camera, but in person you can see it. And in the center you have a VV, which you'll see throughout the deck. And at the top it says Verve, and the bottom says Luxury Playing Cards and 2012 in Roman numerals. So it's a nice, simple ace of spades, nothing too special about it. Now the other 3 aces are also different. They have a big pip in the center and they have that leather look to them, which I really like. Here's the ace of hearts and there's the club. Now we'll take a look at the number cards. The pips are all standard and the indices are custom, which I like. I would have liked to see the pips be custom, but it still looks nice. The red pips are a nice deep red and they use metallic ink. And the clubs and spades are actually gray and they also use metallic ink, and it really is nice and shiny. Here's the spades and the hearts. So there are your number cards. Now we'll take a look at the court cards. The court cards are very similar to the standard bicycle cards, but they are different, which I like. So they didn't go too far away from the standard, and they really look nice. They use 2 different metallic ink colors, gold and red, so they really shine. And another thing that I like is that the court cards don't have a border around them, and that's something that we don't see on too many decks. So there's the queen, and here is the king. But the court cards look really nice and simple, which I really like. Now we'll take a look at this really beautiful back design. The back design is really luxurious and elegant. It's got a leather look to it, which we saw throughout the deck. Then you have that VV in the center, which I think the V is for Verve, the name of the company. And they did a great job designing this because there's some nice shadows in the corners, which really adds a nice effect to the deck. And the border is in red metallic ink, which gives the back a nice shine. So there is your back design. It's really nice, and the color of red that they used is really deep, and it really looks great. So now that we've seen the design of the deck, let's take a look at the handling. This deck has B Casino stock and Magic finish, and there's not a lot of ink saturation, so the stock is nice and sturdy, and it should be a pretty long-lasting deck. I've used these for a couple hours non-stop use, and they've only clumped a tiny bit, and if I just put them away for a few hours, they come out handling nicely again. So it's a really great deck. The fans are really nice, and you can see the indices when you fan, and the design shows when you fan, which I really like. And the thick stock, once you break it in, gets a little softer, and it makes it really nice for pressure fans. The stock is nice and springy, making it really nice for springing and dribbling. Spreads in the hands really nicely, and on the close-up pad you can see the whole design, which I like a lot. The deck is also nice for lapel spreads, as you can see. The deck farrows nice and easily, which I like, and you can get some pretty nice farrows. And the deck is also pretty good for giant fans. It doesn't look too great in a giant fan. It's not really a nice looking fan, but it's not bad at all. So the handling of the deck is really, really great. It's a long-lasting deck, which is nice. So I definitely recommend that you guys get your hands on these if you can. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And also, I will be holding a contest at 500 subscribers, so let's try to get there fast, and I will be giving away some really awesome decks.